Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome to this collective reading with messages from our higher guidance for kind of the big picture growth at this time. So I want to get the flavor first. We're going to look at oracle cards, and then I'm going to draw some more tarot. There will be an extended for this video, and if you have been enjoying the extendeds or you want to kind of try out different ones, I'm also offering a special subscription service, and you can really get some great content through that subscription. So if you want to learn more, look at the description below and there will be the information for you. Okay, what is the collective message flavor, please? I'm actually going to do a couple cards. Inner truths. Wow, do we need to say anything else? I can stop the video now. And shift your energy. All right. So we are in a collective journey to uncover. That's really it. And I could get lost looking at these cards for a long time. So I'll try to speak and let you know what's coming through. The inner journey into darkness is really a theme right now. It's been the theme, it feels like, for at least the last 16 months, that we are really being asked to go deep inside ourselves to uncover parts of ourselves that are asking for our healing, asking for our revision, and asking for our reconnection. So you can think of this as work with the subconscious. You can, if you're familiar with Jung's work, this is the kind of thing that he liked to talk about. But these are kind of like, they're kind of like medical cysts. And what is a cyst? But it's unreleased, unexpressed energies. I hope this doesn't gross you out, but you know, in the female system, when we release an egg, that's released energy. When the egg fails to release, it kind of embeds onto, part, I can't remember which part exactly. I think it's the ovary. It embeds into the ovary and it becomes a cyst. So that is unreleased energy. So what we're discovering is that we have a lot of unreleased energies, a lot of traumas that have been buried, a lot of beliefs and truths about ourselves that are really not true. So kinds of things like, this will be a superficial example, but you know, believing that we're not good at something, or believing that we are a different way than what we really are. I mean, that's the deeper one. When you're raised a certain way, when you've been conditioned to believe a certain thing about yourself, and then you go into this inward journey and you find out, wait a minute, this isn't true at all. For me, my personal experience with that has been, I had very masculine energies around me from both sexes growing up, and I believed that I was a very masculine energy, and I learned patterns of behavior to fit that. But it was funny because things never worked out for me when I would try to go at them from a masculine way. And then having started this journey about 7 or 8 years ago and working with a mentor, she 7 or 8 years ago talked to me about getting into my feminine, getting into my heart. And I was like, I have no idea what that means. And it took this deep journey to realize, wait a minute, I have had the wrong identity for myself for all this time. I am really a feminine soul. I'm really a feminine energy. And having realized that has completely changed every single facet of my life. But it takes going on this inner journey of transformation and willing to go down there, being willing to go down there. And shift your energy is a lovely card to come next, because that's what happens when you go down into that subconscious, when you go down into those deeper, darker patterns that are yearning for release. We do shift our energy. And this is really important. The collective energy is asking to shift. the guidance around us and the people on the other side working to help our planet is saying to all of us, we have to shift our energy. We have to shift our energy into something higher, into something that suits all of us better. We have to shift more towards the truth of who we are, because we cannot experience authentic love until we are truly ourselves. Because if you're the false self, you're only capable of a false love, really. If you're the true self, you are capable of true love, whether you choose to do it or not. You're capable of it. Okay, so we have to shift. We have to shift towards love. And in order to shift towards love, we have to shift towards truth. In order to shift towards truth, we have to be willing to go down into the dark, see what is dysfunctional, and be willing to change that. So that's kind of the big picture of where we are. Let's see kind of what's going on. What else is the message with that? You know, I'm releasing this today, but it feels like it's much bigger than a today message. This could be a long message, because we have a similar, so I drew the tarot to kind of give you more of a day-to-day, and it's really perfectly in line with what we just talked about. 7 of water, 2 of fire, and 8 of water. So the 7 of water is talking about we've been held in delusion for a long time, and we've held ourselves apart from doing the work we need to do. And that work starts with seeing things as they are. There was a video last week, I released all 12 zodiac signs, and I think this theme came a couple times about seeing through the delusions, seeing through the illusions that other people put up. And the easiest way to do that practically is to look at your words and actions, and look at the other people's words and actions. Do they match? And the 7 of water says that you're holding yourself in this state of fantasy where you're not looking at truth in the face. And what I'm feeling with these 2 cards is that it is about your current situation, that you're holding yourself in your current situation, though part of you knows, this 8 of water, knows that it's time for you to move on. That the relationship may feel tired, the place may feel tired, the way of thinking may feel tired. Whatever it is, you realize that it's time to move on. And this is perfect with the shift your energy. There is a desire for us to change and move. And that's our 2 of wands in the middle, giving us courage. In other decks, the 2 of wands is a future-focused card that looks at travel, that looks far out at destinations. Where do we want to be? In this particular deck, it looks at the boldness to make a move, to shift from one world to the other. And so you can see that shift from either this world to that world, this world to that world. Whoops. Shift out of my hand onto the floor. That's from one world to the other. But the point is that you're being asked to shift your world. And I feel that just asking yourself, going within and asking yourself, am I truly happy here? Am I getting what I need here? Am I able to contribute here the way I need to contribute? And if the answer is no, something has to change in your physical circumstance. I'm going to continue to expand this message to pull more cards and create an extended reading for you. If you would like to follow me over, the link is in the description below. And if you missed the astrology readings from last week, they're somewhere in the video library. You can look for your sun, moon, or rising sign. Really important information in there for you. So thanks again for joining me today. Either I'll see you over on the extended or hopefully soon on another reading. Take care.